Want to increase your ELF knowledge? Perhaps ELF assessment could be helpful. Wait, what? Oops, that should be self-assessment. Oh, I see, missing the letter S. What important feedback are you missing? Let's try that again. Want to increase your self-knowledge? Perhaps self-assessment could be helpful. Let's explore. Why should we assess? Why do we measure? We can't strategically change or improve without knowing where we are and where we want to go. We can't change what we cannot assess or measure, nor can we change without feedback. A simple example. We know that losing weight is done through exercise and portion size, but stepping on a scale reveals a person's weight at a given time. With measurements, progress or setbacks can be monitored. Goals or targets can be set. Measuring something directs attention to that concept. Education and growth become more viable. Increasing awareness about the topic of burnout and well-being is critical. Given the pandemic of physician burnout, self-knowledge about burnout can literally be a matter of life and death to some physicians. There is a need to help physicians understand the signs and symptoms of burnout, while recognizing that well-being is an achievable outcome. There's significant value to improving self-reflection, self-awareness, and goal-oriented choices in this regard. Doctors can gain insight into ideas and solutions to increase balance and well-being if given feedback and direction. Assessment and accurate feedback are key components of this important learning process. We can utilize the systematic process of measuring, documenting, and using empirical data about the preferences, practices, habits, attitudes, and beliefs of physicians to refine programs and improve outcomes. Given the necessary support, direction, and tools, they can achieve the important outcomes. A note on measurement. It is perhaps one of the most fundamental concepts in science. Without the ability to measure, it would be difficult for doctors to gain knowledge, determine progress, or understand risks. This is very important in understanding the status of a person at a given time. Is their status normal, or are they at risk? Once measurements have been made, useful feedback can be provided. Accurate feedback and opportunities to use that feedback can then be used to adjust current and future choices. This is a necessary component of continuous improvement. Through assessment and objective feedback, we learn our strengths and our improvement opportunities. We need to measure physician burnout and well-being. There is too much at stake to ignore our doctors. We have developed a valuable tool, an instrument, that will help doctors assess their priorities and determine if their own actions are aligned with their values. The cost of a work-life imbalance must be considered. Can we afford the results when the important areas in life clash in a habitual way? Burnout leads to poor outcomes, all the way around. There are stages of this journey towards increasing the awareness and insight that leads to the opportunity of well-being. Number 1, initial measurement. Number 2, personalized feedback. Number 3, relevant program development. This is based on objective assessment. And number 4, program participation. Take the first step with us on the journey of enhancing the well-being for all of our Adventist Health physicians. Take the time for personal reflection. Measure how you are functioning right now while creating a baseline against which you can measure and track your growth. Be a part of the big picture to learn how you and your colleagues are doing. Let's find the truth of our current status and health so that we can experience increased well-being. Thank you for your willingness to complete the well-being assessment.